How's it going, everyone? Taxus Man here. Hope that you guys are all having a spectacular day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. You guys can also find me on Twitch at Douglas447. I do stream there at least once a week, whether it's for Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, Destiny 2, or anything else you guys suggest for me to stream over there. If you guys have any movies, shows, or games you guys want me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. I do apologize for my voice. I'm just recovering from a cold, but I want to get this video out for you guys as soon as possible. So we're going to be talking about The Fall Guy here from 2024. The film is PG-13. It's about 2 hours long. And while the trailer for this movie didn't excite me, I was hopefully optimistic. Unfortunately, I was disappointed. I mean, I didn't expect a lot when it came to this film. But I do think there was things that I would have done better if I was a film creator. There's just so much in this movie. There's like 4 or 5 different things happening. It's a rom-com. It's an action movie. It's a comedy movie. It's a love letter to, stuntmen and whatnot. And it's a murder mystery. It's doing 5 things all at once, and within 2 hours, you're just like, huh? Like, I went and saw it with my mom, and the both of us are just like, when we got out, we're just like, what did we just watch? like, mentally, and I'm still thinking about this 24 hours later or so, I'm just like, what was the point of the movie again? It's just like, the film is funny, and it's full of action and adventure. And it's entertaining. I will say that. It's entertaining, okay? It's a good popcorn flick. It kind of reminds you of like the 90s and the early 2000s when films were just made to be fun, instead of pushing some sort of political message for the most part. There is one thing in here that pushes a message, but I'll get into that later. But for the most part, this film is just things happening. It almost feels like a skit that's 2 hours long. It almost reminds me of Monty Python, but with a budget. With a bigger budget than more than $2, okay? Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt in the film, they're good. They have good chemistry. But while this film is fun and funny and action-packed, there is a lot of predictable revelations. Like, I knew exactly who the villains were in this film from the start. I knew exactly who the bad guys were. So that revelation, those 2 revelation moments of who the villains are in the film, didn't really shock me. I was just like, yeah, I saw that coming a mile away. No, duh, they're the villains. Duh. And anyone with more than one brain cell can figure it out. The characters are also one note. You've got Emily Blunt's character, and you got literally. I saw the film less than 24 hours ago. I can't tell you a single character's name. I have seen Dune Part 2 twice. I know exactly who Paul Atreides is, and Thade Rafa. Okay, I know exactly who those characters are, not just because I've read the books 100 times, but because I enjoy the films. When it comes to The Fall Guy, though, I'm just like, I don't care to remember characters' names because they don't make them interesting. I'm just like, hey, look, it's Emily Blunt and she's doing that. Oh, look, it's Ryan Gosling and he's doing that. I'm like, I just don't care about what their actual character names are in the film. And for the most part, they're very one note. They don't really have a arc. And if they do, it's very boring and predictable. The film is just generic. The plot is generic. It's something that you've seen 100 times before. Nothing is memorable about the characters. Not even for Emily Blunt or Ryan Gosling's characters. They're just like, oh, we had a thing, and 18 months later, we broke up because you hurt your back because someone tried to murder you, and now we're going to get back together because we still like each other, and, time and being separate from each other is never going to affect that. And I'm just like, that's their entire plot and character development in this film. They're the only two characters that get development. Everybody else is like, look at me, I'm a top security guard, and I'm going to be the bad guy's protector for the entire movie. Yay! I mean, you get a nightclub action scene that is ripped straight from John Wick. You've got a dog in here that's John Wick Chapter 4, biting people's balls. I just, I get it's a love letter, but none of the action is like, oh, that was amazing. It's like all the action within the film you've seen 100 times, and probably better. It's a love letter to stunt people. Yeah, I can understand that. But you could have made it a little more intriguing, a little more unique and interesting instead of just copying and pasting things that have been seen and done for the past 30 years or so. The film also, it's way too long. Like I said, this film's 2 hours. There's like 20 to 30 minutes that could have been easily cut out or trimmed. There's just a lot of dull and unnecessarily long scenes of characters just... It's an action movie, not a drama. Like, yeah, we get it. You're the bad guy. Move on. Like, ah. I get it's trying to be like a parody at times, but you want to watch a really funny parody, watch Spaceballs. At least that film has like a progress bar of going somewhere and doing something. The film just has some like screeching halt moments, and I'm just like, why is this happening? Why? Last couple things. The film does have a preachy moment towards the end of the film about how men are just superior to women. So I never heard anyone clapping when I was in the theater, which was almost packed, by the way, for a Sunday afternoon. I just, yeah, yippee, that they had to throw something into this movie. Woohoo. There is a mid-credit scene. I would encourage you to watch it because it kind of is actually the ending to the movie. It does tie up loose threads, and it's kind of funny at the same time. Unfortunately, I think The Fall Guy is a watch once and done and kind of a forgetful film. I wanted to be able to give this film like a 7 or an 8, but I'm having to give it a 6. I'm giving The Fall Guy a 6 out of 10. It's not a horrible movie. It is a good popcorn flick, so if you can watch it for a matinee for like $5, $6, $7, I would encourage you to do it. I don't think it's worth 15, like a normal ticket price after like, 5, 6 o'clock. But you'll enjoy it. It's entertainment, but it's nothing grand or spectacular. It's not going to spawn a franchise. It's not going to be honestly remembered. It's going to be one of those movies that I'm just like, if I saw it on TV, I'd probably watch it while folding laundry and having, some rum. But other than that, it's just a movie that was made for the sake of being fun. And that's okay. I'm fine with it being a fun movie, but it's not something I care to rewatch, for a while. So, giving The Fall Guy a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Have an excellent day, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.